Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol LTEA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Absolutely monster move today, not only from a price action perspective, but you look down here at the volume, and by far the biggest volume this chart has had in a very long time, maybe ever. But what I want to do here is just map out some levels of support and resistance. Obviously, a lot of eyeballs on it. I traded it myself today. I don't own any shares right now, but I'm imagining that there will still probably be some good action in it tomorrow. So what I want to do is just kind of map out a couple of levels that not only pertain to the charting perspective, but just kind of pertain in terms of what I would be looking at as a current trader that would be interested in trading it. And the first level is where the buyers seem to be hanging out. And from that perspective, as it stands right now, buyers, give or take a little bit, seem to be quite a bit out in full force around $6.35. You go back through the history of the chart. I realize this is not exact, but I think we can all agree that within kind of a broad sense, there's definitely quite a bit of price congestion right around 635. So key level of support for me going into tomorrow that I'd be interested in watching is right there at 635. And there's several different trade plans and strategies that I could personally use based around 635. But even if you don't even care about necessarily things from a trading perspective, you're just concerned more about, hey, what's going on? What would be a good sign for the overall health of the chart? If the price can stay above 635, that would by far be the best sign of health for the chart. As far as the big picture, quote unquote, health of the chart, that is where the purple line comes into play, which is the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving, so as time goes by, that purple line is going to move itself higher and higher. So assuming you're somebody that cares about more so the broad time frame of things, really the easiest way to look at this chart is that as long as the price stays above that purple line, as the line itself moves higher and higher, then the bulls are in full control, no questions asked. What about areas of resistance? Short-term wise, as I was saying, there's quite a few sellers that seem to be hanging around 635. There also seems quite a few sellers hanging out right around the $7.30 mark. So I guess now looking at that, essentially a dollar channel right here formed after the first hour of the day. Now, from a trading perspective, yeah, there's all sorts of flipping opportunities back and forth. If you care about more so the bigger picture, well, then it's totally a wait and see and kind of just a grab some popcorn until something happens. Again, how am I defining quote unquote something happening? Either a breakdown to the downside of 635 or a breakout to the upside up there at $7.30. So it'll be interesting to see how this one closes out the week tomorrow. Like I said, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of eyeballs on it. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.